Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Quest X. Now, let's see. I was heading to get some gear. Welcome back, Ethan. We have a weapon, so let's see if we can fill in some gaps on our armor first. Let's see, we don't want headgear because that would force us to remove our angel slime hat. We currently don't have any. I think we have armor, pants, and boots equipped, but no gloves, so we'll start there. And it shows the equipment. Let's see. Do I want to go for a two-handed sword or a one-handed and a shield? I'm thinking it might be a good idea to pick up a shield if I can. I have plenty of herbs, but other than that I don't have any healing. We've got a leather shield that anyone can equip. Is it like a reed? Shield made of reeds? That only warriors, paladins, and magic knights can equip. That's probably what I'm gonna want to go with. And just out of curiosity, what's the next level up sword I'm gonna be able to get? To be level 7. My sword is two-handed, so since I've got the shield, I'm going to go back to the one-handed sword. 20 gold for that. Seems like a good thing to save up for on this next bit of adventuring. So we'll put the one-handed sword back on. She looks ready to go. Bye bye, huge sword. It probably doesn't matter too much this early in the game, but I don't want to die on my first excursion. Let's go see if we can find the person that dude wants a picture of, and we can do some gold grinding for the rest of the leather gear along the way. Since, from the sound of it, that sage we're looking for is one more map area beyond this one. So the monsters are probably gonna get a bit harder. Is it possible to die to slimes? if you just don't enter in any commands and you just let them sit and hit you, probably, but I don't know why you would want to do that. Though I've noticed, my roommate has been playing the PS4 version of the game, and it has all kind of achievements. Dracky, I'm gonna get you as soon as I pick this up, whatever it is. Wood. Oh, ooh, 2 for the price of 1. Anyways, I was saying the PS4 version has a lot of achievements, and it wouldn't surprise me if they had one for dying to a slime. They give pretty good XP, actually. I'm not sure if so many of these monsters are starting the battle stunned because it's nighttime, or just because I've gotten a couple of levels on them. Alright. And our objective is this way. Oh, the slimes are running away from me. I love how she, in order to swing, she has to kind of whip her whole body around in a circle. The slimes sleep at night like in builders. I don't think they, well, maybe some of the slimes do. I know kind of things like that, they added a lot of them in 11. You know, some animals that will sleep at night, some nocturnal monsters that will sleep during the day. They'll do all kinds of monster-specific actions on the battlefield. Alright, another level. Okay. Where is this person I'm looking for? If 10 has any of the special monster animations, slime sleeping may be the only one. What is this? Bukuroi's house. I love dancing. Been dancing here for decades now. If you want to dance too, you should come dance with me. Dancing, dancing. Nothing in the house to loot. Though, if I wanted to, I could probably use this as a free inn. we're good for now. New monster. Cuckoo. Not to be confused with Cuckoo, which is Angelo's name in the original Japanese for 8. Aww. Little chestnut monsters are running away from me too. I saw that slime show up on the side and I got really hopeful for a second that it was going to be a metal slime. I've noticed in some of the early areas of the game that I've returned to on my higher level character, it seems like they up the chances of metal slimes randomly showing up alongside the monsters you initiate fights with. Because I never used to see them as often as I do now. Yeah, metal slime would be great. I wonder how many levels I'd gain off of that. Oh! Is this the person where... That's gotta be the person. She's acting like a tree. If that's not who we're looking for, I don't know who is. Picture of the... Yep, that's it. It's in our key items now. Oh no, the popcorn's too salty. Can you shake it around and knock some of the salt off? They added rain. I don't remember if this is the first Dragon Quest to have weather effects. Oh. Suppose I should talk to her, huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Just take your picture and leave. Let's see what you have to say. I'm a tree, I'm a tree. I am one part of a forest. Okay, now I feel a little silly for going back and talking to her. There's a little cave over there. I'm gonna poke inside real quick and see. Oh. Some kind of... Can I get in? I can get in. Nothing here. It's probably someone's hideout that I will need to visit on a quest of some sort. We'll be back. How much gold do we have? 35. I'll fight a few more things around here. Not quite dungeon time. But there is one other cave up to the north that I bet we'll be going in. because if I read the name of it correctly, it's supposed to be the place where the original Puklette was headed when she originally left town. If I've got to be tall to get in there, then I don't think that event's ever gonna trigger. The only way I could make my character taller is to tease up her hair some more. A step stool. Just strap it onto my back and carry it around like a backpack. Or I could go recruit an ogre friend and have them carry me around, I suppose. Those birds go. Level 8. Three Puklette pose in a stack like the slime stacks. That would be adorable. I think that's kind of where they got the concept for these 3 NPCs in the game. They're the 3 sisters. They're special in-game events that happen on the 10th of each month because it's Dragon Quest X. And the 3 NPCs are usually... They all have very, very similar names. They usually are the ones that you have to find for the rewards and stuff for those events. No, it was trying to put me to sleep. Last one and then I'll start heading home. I think I can get the rest of the gold I'll need along the way. I'll be a little bit sad to see the cute Puklette outfit go, but I bet I can make an outfit out of it. Once I get my other gear, I'll have to check and see if I can form outfits. This game has the ability to create costumes that you can have as your outer appearance when you have other stuff equipped. Which is handy because some of the equipment, especially for certain classes, I'm looking at you, minstrel, some of their regular equipment is rather odd looking. The first character that I played through this game was an elf minstrel. They're a lot of fun. They've got buffs, debuffs. They're alright with weapons. This time around I either wanted to go full attack or full magic to start. It's generally a lot easier just to go with warrior, build up some strength and HP boosts before moving on to the squishier classes. Oh. And I ran right past the guy we needed to talk to. Welcome back. Did you get the picture? Yes, I did. Is she trying to be a tree? I didn't think this is what was gonna happen. She's become the forest girl she always wanted to be. Or that's what she said she was going to do when she left on her journey. But I think she's got the wrong idea of what it means to be a forest girl. Thanks to this though, I know that she's doing okay. Makes me feel better. I will give you... So, the item he's going to give me is called a Genki Dama. And Genki is the Japanese word for, you know, being energetic or doing well. And in this game, if you use a Genki Dama, it gives you 30 minutes of double XP. And gold. When you are fighting or doing crafting. And he's saying that in larger towns, the inn will usually have an NPC who's a concierge, and when you log in, the times when you're not logged into the game, but you have subscription time going, that goes into what's called a Genki charge. And you can spend those hours on items that you can get from the concierge. And I'll show you more about those when we get to a town that has one. So he's given me some Genki Dama and an experience scroll. Plus I get the XP and reputation points for finishing the quiz, or finishing the quest. And if I wanted to replay the quest tomorrow, I could get a strong medical herb. So generally, the items you get for repeating quests are not as worth it as the initial reward. So he's saying if you forget how to use a camera, come back and I'll teach you again. We got a level. So, this is a mid-level experience scroll, and it will grant about 300 XP. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it now. $417. Now I'm level 10 and I can start earning skill points. To spend skill points, you go into the tactics menu, and if you have any to spend, it should be lit up in yellow. So this is where some of the strategy with class changing happens in this game. You can put points into weapons, other items that you use as that particular battle class, or whatever that class's passives are. Generally, people want to fill up the passives first because they give good stat boosts and teach you some interesting techniques. But here we've got one-handed sword, two-handed sword, axe, shield, and the passive for warrior, which is bravery, basically. So we're going to throw our 3 points that we've got into that. It's not going to earn us any new skills or boosts yet, but it'll come in handy. Now to upgrade some gear and go find that sage. I am here to buy. I want to upgrade my copper sword. I believe that's what I've currently got, yeah. I want to upgrade my copper sword to a bronze sword. Oh, I didn't take shields into account. So we also have a scale shield and a bronze shield, which I'm going to pick up. Yes, equip it now. To sell my beginner axe, two-handed sword, and one-handed sword, just to get a couple. Well, I think everything's on multiples of 10, so I can leave it there for now, but we'll head over to the armor side. Yes. Chest armor will change my appearance. The counter's in the way, so I can't swing the camera all the way around, but okay, so this is some of the squishier armor that it won't let me equip because I'm the inappropriate class, so we're gonna go with leather gear. Let's equip it. And pants. And we've already got the gloves, so we'll get the leather boots. There we go. She's so round. button when I bought my bronze sword, so we will equip that now. Stand outside so the counter's not going to get in the way. There we go. Leather armor. And bronze weaponry. Head off to the church. Like a Puklette you don't want to mess with? I'm not gonna break just yet. Try and get a little bit of story progression done before the end of the hour. That little Draki's popping up to tell me I have new quests available to me. I'm ready to fight a dragon? That might be pushing it, but I can probably get to this sage's house without too many problems. If you can find a dragon that's as small as my Puklette, then I'll try fighting it, but probably be hard-pressed to find one in this game. For a while, anyway. Fight or be a snack. There's no middle ground. You hiding in there, slime. You won't fool me. So the Puklette are known as the among the 5 races, they're the flower race. And you can really tell when you walk through their land and you see all the flowers, but can we just take a second to look at these bridges, because they're adorable with their little Puklette heads on all of the pillars. Oh, something new. When do I come across other players? Anytime now I can actually see other players. There's a section of the game when you first start that's, well, depending on how much of the dialogue you pay attention to and how much grinding you do, can take about 1 to 2 hours just playing normally to play through. And you start as a human, and your village ends up destroyed and you have to be reborn as one of the other 5 races other than human. So that's the point where the game goes into online mode, and there's an opening cutscene showing how you take over the body of the person you're going to be playing as, however you've styled your character. And then after that, I believe you can start seeing other characters kind of running around. I believe I did see one earlier, but because we're in a... oh, it's just south of me. Because we're in an area that's like where you start the game, there aren't a whole lot of people around. It's not popular gaming hours in Japan, and we're on a server that doesn't have a whole lot of, it's not usually a crowded server to begin with. So. Our kids, little snail slimes. Pure water. Antidote herb. Is this his house? It is. And I'll talk more about these giant crystals later. We can't do anything with them just yet. Yes, I'm playing this on PC. He's not here. I just walked right into the thing. Do you think... Oh, let's see. How long do you intend to bother me with such an old trick? Then this insert thing here, I think I'm not supposed to be able to see what that says. Place this above, place this on the ground. This land will be destroyed. I'm going... Well then, I will once again seal you away. The reading Japanese part might be less of a problem than you think, because the Dragon's Den has some really good guides for helping people who don't really read any Japanese, to help them play the game. But having something to actually play the game on is a much bigger obstacle. Oh, that was a lot of work. There's no end to these. What are you doing there? You trickster Puklette. How many times do I have to tell you all not to enter into my shrine without permission? So I was taken out of that cave. Yeah. Oh. You put it there. Jeez, no matter what kind of a little leeway I leave you, you guys are always butting your noses in where they don't belong. You're just like rats. Got it? This barrier, on the other side of this barrier, is sealed a greater curse than you, Puklette, could imagine. it destroys everything it touches. Causes the vegetation to wilt, the rocks to crumble, the water to dry up, everything living. You shouldn't have been able to just enter that cave and walk around normally with that thing and that curse in there. But you're still alive. Huh, that means... Are you one of them too? Alright, forget my... Or no. Alright, I'll forget your rudeness earlier. You came all the way out here where no one lives to my hideout to speak with me. You have something to ask of me, right? Let me hear it. I'll try to be help to you if I can. If you have a PS4, then you can actually also play play 10. It just released on it fairly recently. No, that's what you're called. Lost your Ruta stone, but you don't have any idea where it is, and you want me to look for it. Yes, where your Ruta stone is, I can see through everything. However, even if you know where it is, there's a trial for you to pass before you can get it back. Now stay still. I'm going to cast a spell on you. Yeah, 11 is cross-platform. People playing on, no matter what they're playing on, they can play together. I think the biggest hoop to jump through with getting this game going is getting a VPN set up. The one who stole the Ruta stone from you, who stole everything from you, and disappeared into the darkness. But if I use this spell, it will be called, that person will be called by my magic and will definitely show up. And that's when you must defeat that person. You do that and everything will begin to move. Oh, 10, yes, 10 is cross-platform, 11 is not. I'm sorry. Mel, you have an acquaintance that's a child named Pudding, right? A child that's in the village? You should go back there once more and meet with Pudding. That child is the key that will unlock the mystery. before I leave, do you have anything here I can loot? No. Holy cow, this is a big maze. Beyond that barrier. Okay, back to the village. I haven't heard of Battle Chasers. Then what's that one about? What kind of a game is it? RPG. Like an RPG, not like a strategy RPG? Has good crafting and fishing components. I like crafting in my games. Everyone I know of who has gotten the new South Park game seems to be having a lot of fun with it. So if you're the type that doesn't take your games too seriously, here we are. And Puddin is probably still in Petey Paul's house. Oh, he's still crying. Petey Paul's getting fed up. Oh, jeez. has been like that the entire time you've been gone. I'm gonna get some air. I'm leaving the rest to you, Mel. Huh? Oh, Pudding's in a good mood now. I'm glad you're back safely. I was worried about you the whole time. Aww. Huh? You went to go see the sage Eidos? And you were told that I was the key to solving the mystery? What does that mean? I got it. I'm sure you lost your memory because you went to fight that guy. But it was for my sake. Aww. I was crying again. Because I was always crying by myself. You'd come and you'd show me lots and lots of interesting things. But because my mom and my dad were killed by the monster in the how did I translate that before? The Impure Valley. I was sad and I couldn't smile. And when I would apologize, you'd pat me on the head and say this. It's okay, Puddin'. The champion of the village's duty is to make sure that everyone in the village can live with a smile. I stake my name as the champion on being able to defeat, it was implied, but it was to defeat whatever would steal away my friends' smiles. And then you went to go get revenge from my dad and my mom and went to the Impure Valley alone. That's it. I'm sure that's where you must have lost your Duda stone. All because of me. If the Ruda stone is something you need, I can give you mine. Aww, he forced me to take his Ruda stone. You store a place in the Ruda stone's memory and you're able to return there instantaneously. It's a magic stone. You can use it as many times. It won't disappear. This particular stone doesn't have a place set to it yet, so before you go anywhere, go to a church and set the stone. If you've got this, then you don't have to go to the Impure Valley and it'll be okay, right? You don't need to get revenge for me. You don't need to risk your life for my sake. Because no one likes me anyway. I'm not your companion in this village. You can leave me alone. Piripo misspoke again. He meant to say knock it off, and it's like, yeah. My teacher could see you now. It kind of implied that Piripo's former teacher might have been one of Pudding's parents. They could see you now. They'd be so embarrassed, they'd be shocked in place. Teacher? That cake glitched or half eaten? I think it's all there. It just has like a big tower of whipped cream on one side. Oh no! I'm sorry. What a waste of a cake. You are a crybaby and just a little kid. You're a baby, you're a kid, you're a child. I don't see how this is gonna help, Piripo. But you should cry when you want to cry. Cry until you're sick of it. I do it, and Mel does it, and everyone in the village does. Now I'm going to show you my secret technique. I'll make you laugh. See, everyone is worried about you. There was this girl who said she wanted to have you eat this acrobat cake, and oh no! The cake. I'm sorry, Piripo. No. Thank you. I think Piripo was trying to use some tough love, but it was kind of coming out the wrong way. What he was probably trying to imply was, you know, you're a kid, let the adults handle the big stuff, but it just came out as talking down to him. Okay, Mel's gonna leave the village because there's things you want to do. Fighting that huge snake. Betting the name of the village champion on it. You're gonna return Puddin's smile. That's just like you. But it's dangerous. She's a stubborn one. I can guarantee you that as her former partner. There's no stopping her. To the north, is a place called the Impure Valley. In the farthest depths of it is where the impure giant snake is. I think your Ruta stone is probably there. Please. I will be waiting for you here in the village, so definitely come back alive, okay? That's a promise. Do your best. Before you go, stop by the church and set that Ruta stone back to this village. Don't forget. Which is exactly what we're going to do. And then I think that will be it for today. Okay, so the second option here is Ruta stone. So you can set the memory. It asks which one you want to do. This one's a new one, so it has a question mark because it doesn't have a place set yet. So you're going to set it to Puklette Village? Yes. When you set a stone in a church, it's only going to work for the area where the church is. For towns that have multiple exits, you can usually set it to whichever exit you want. But it will always put you at just inside the entrance to the village. And then we will save. And be done for the day. So thanks for joining me, everybody. This has been Dragon Quest X. And I will see you all next time.